Welcome back, guys. This is Modern with Randy. I am Randy, and today we're going to be playing something a little bit different than we've been playing Infect the last couple times. Today we're going to be playing Affinity, basically an artifact-based deck. I'll go over what we're playing, then we'll jump into the league and see how we can do with this one. So starting right off, we have the 4 Dark Steel Citadels, a Glimmer Void, 4 Inkmoth Nexus, 2 of the new dual lands for artifacts, the Silver Bluff Bridge, 1 island, 2 Spiders of Industry, and then of course 4 Urza Saga, one of the best cards that came out of Modern Horizons 2. That's going to be our land base. Only 18 lands, you notice, but almost all our cards are essentially 1-drops or can be 1-drops. And then for our creature suite, we have 4 Ornithopters, 4 Memnites, all 0 costs to help fuel our Affinity. 1 Gingerbread Brew. I really like this guy just for the haste, and his little ability here says it can't be blocked except by creatures with haste this turn. Really helps you get in damage when you need to, when you equip it with a Cradle Plating or Nettle Cess. And then we got 4 Thought Monitor, again another great card to come out of Modern Horizons 2. Affinity for artifacts. We're never going to be paying more than maybe 2 mana for this one. 2/2 with flying, that also draws 2 cards. Who doesn't like that? And then of course one of the original Affinity for artifact cards, Frogmite. Basically a 4 mana 2/2 that never really costs us 4 mana, usually 1 or 0 most of the time. Cradle Plating, because of course we're going to want to pump up our artifact creatures, so that way they can do some massive damage along with Nettle Cess, of course. And then we have Mistress Bauble to help draw cards and cycle through our deck, and another 1-drop, or sorry, 0-drop for our deck. And then of course we have Thoughtcast, again, a way to draw 2 more cards for essentially 1 blue mana. Galvanic Blast to help either push that damage or just clear the way. And then for our 1-drop sweep, we have 4 Springleaf Drum to help mana ramp again, 1 Shadow Spear, 1 Pithing Needle in the main, the Aether Spellbomb, which is the blue Spellbomb, so it gets to bounce a creature or just draw a card, and then 2 Welding Jars to keep our artifacts protected. And then in the sideboard here, bring it on out, we have Soul Guide Lantern, Torment Crypt, and 1 more Pithing Needle in the sideboard as ways to things to grab with our Urza Saga deck. You'll notice mostly it's just graveyard hate, because that's what we're most afraid of. 2 Edge Champions. So this has Metalcraft, 2/2, and then when we have, as long as we control 3 or more artifacts, so counting this, we only need 2 more artifacts. Excuse me. It then has protection from all colors, basically means it can't be blocked and can't be targeted by our opponent's spells. Then we also have 3 Metallic Rebuke for some of the control matchups, another Galvanic Blast in case we need some more removal, and 2 Wear and Tears. Oops. There we go. 2 Wear and Tears, so we can destroy any kind of pesky artifacts or enchantments. And then Glimmer Void adds 1 color of any mana. Same with Spider Bluff Industry, so it helps us get our white for the tear. Then we have the same thing with that for the red, and then Silver Bluff for the red, and then also we have Springleaf Drum, which can add any color as well. And then the outliers of this deck, the Aether Grid, which is going to be used for any kind of grinding matchups or stuff like that, where they're going to be killing a lot of our creatures, but some of the other artifacts will be sticking around. We can tap 2 of them to deal 1 damage, and same thing with the Mirrodin Besieged. So I'm sure many of you don't know what this card is or does, but basically when it comes into play, you choose either Mirian or Phyrexian. So Mirian, whenever you cast an artifact spell, you get a 1/1 colorless Myrrh token as well, and then Phyrexian, at the beginning of our end step, we can draw a card, then discard a card, and if there are 15 or more artifacts in our graveyard, target opponent loses the game. So again, just for those grinding matchups that we might run into. But that is the deck overall. It's pretty straightforward and simple. We're basically just trying to play a bunch of cheap artifacts, get a bunch of draw going on to find either our Cradle Plating or our Nettle Cess, and get in there for the win. And then we have a couple of highlights to hit with our Urza Saga, and hopefully we can smash some faces in. But let's go ahead and start round 1. I'll be right back. Alright, and we have found our first round opponent. Looks like we're going to get to be on the play, always good for the artifact deck. Close that out, and let's see here. So a little bit of an awkward hand here. We don't have any creatures to help mana ramp our Thoughtcast up, but we do have artifacts. So we have 1, 2, 3 artifacts. We can Thoughtcast on turn 2. I think I'm going to keep it. It's a little bit slow, but we're going to be able to draw 2 cards. And we have an Urza Saga. Always good card. Let's see what our opponent's doing. They're going to Looks like our opponent has kept 7. Perfect. So we'll play Dark Steel Citadel into Springleaf Drum, play out a Welding Jar, and then we're just going to have to unfortunately pass the turn. See what our opponent's up to over there. No companions, so no Luris over there, but still could be playing. It looks like we're probably playing against Death and Taxes, would be my guess. Alright, okay, so a little bit of a combo I did here. Forgot that I don't have blue mana, so we'll just run out Cradle Plating and yield through the turn. A little bit of a combo there. Kind of so used to always having my colored mana where I have Springleaf Drum. Just simple forget. Oh, that Ghost Quarter's definitely gonna hit our Urza Saga. Ooh, not hitting our Urza Saga. Maybe banking on the fact that we probably won't have the mana to do it. Well, let's hope we can prove them wrong, right, folks? Looks like we're not going to be able to prove our opponent wrong. Oh, that's right. Duh, thought you guys. Okay, so this was definitely not a good keep, but they are not putting on a lot of pressure, so we are okay overall. Okay. Opponent's trying to figure out what idiot kept this kind of hand. That would be me. So this is what you don't want to do with the deck, in case you were wondering. So they're probably just going to attack in for 2 and not do much else. Let's see what else they have over here. Tectonic Edge. Oh, the classic Leonard Arbor, then probably Ghost Quarter me. Yep, there it is, and we cannot pay the 2, so that's good. Oh, thank goodness. And Ornithopter. Ornithopter here to make our lives maybe better. Get to Thoughtcast because we have a bunch of artifacts. Alright, I'm going to pay the 1 for Mishra's Bauble. Play an island. I'm just going to equip Ornithopter with our mana, and then there we go. Set a stop on our opponent's upkeep, and we'll bobble them and see what they are drawing here. See what they got going on. Another Giver of Runes, okay. Nothing too exciting over there. Maybe got a little Black Splash going, who knows? I imagine they're just going to attack in for 4 here for sure. Yep, we'll take 4 because can't really do anything about that. See what else they have over there. Skyclave Apparition, alright, that's a good one. Game 2 will be much more interesting, where we might actually get to play a real game. See what we get off our bobble draw and regular draw. Alright, cast Ornithopter here so that we can cast our Nettle Cyst and hopefully get into this game. Through the turn, so we know they have a Giver and 2 unknown cards in hand. Let's see what else they're going to be doing here. Alright. Opponent thinking. Probably a good sign for us. 2 to Eclipse, that's what I thought. 2 to Eclipse, so we'll probably equip over to our Ornithopter, honestly. They have the Tectonic Edge. Sword of Fire and Ice. That's a good one. That's going to be their whole turn, so let's see if they're going to try to get in at all. Nope. No getting in. Okay. going to use Phyrexian. To move that over. And then, I'm trying to think here. I think we're just going to play a bobble. And get in there for 8 points. And see what happens. So obviously no blocks. On their upkeep, we'll go ahead and bobble them. We're getting a Stone Forge Mystic. Probably not the best card for us to see. No, not the worst either. They're definitely going to equip Sword of Fire and Ice. I probably will block. Excuse me, I'll probably block whatever creature they attack with just to not give them another draw or be able to shoot, because I'll shoot my Ornithopter anyway. I know that just choked me a little bit more on mana with that, but they're going to shoot it anyway more than likely, so I'll probably go ahead and block, and then unless he uses Giver of Runes sitting colorless. Excuse me. Yep, so kind of what we thought would happen. Opponent going to let me block, so I will go ahead and snap block there, take 4 damage. And they're probably going to put Stone Forge Mystic into play if I had to guess. And get probably Cauldra, because that's a good one. Nope, putting another Giver of Runes into play. Alright. See what we draw here. Yeah, that's what I thought. We're at 1 blue, so that's good. Great way to draw 2 cards for free. Or for 1 mana, I should say. Alright. So 7. So unfortunately we can't kill him this turn. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So they can kill me next turn. So we know they have a Stone Forge Mystic at Unknown, and they'll be drawing 1 card. So unfortunately, I think I just have to pass here. No, because they can still kill me. So I have to hope they just don't see it, maybe. Or no, I kill him. Galvany Blast. Holy crap. Okay, cool. Yeah, so we win. I just totally forgot this card existed. I'm over here trying to get up to enough artifacts in play to kill him. But we don't need to do that, so we'll attack for 7 here. And wait for them to take 7. Trying to figure out what they could have. But yeah. This is why we play Galvany Blast. Do the extra 4 points of damage. We'll do 7, then 4 with Galvany Blast. You can tap this for the red with Springleaf Drum. Then that's the extra 1 to pay for Thalia. Just waiting on our opponent to take the damage. See, look at this, guys. We kept a terrible hand, opening hand, because I can't remember that Springleaf Drum just doesn't tap for mana by itself. And we were still able to get there. despite that. So, red, tap that one, and there we go. So despite me keeping a terrible hand, which you should never keep, by the way, do not fall for my trap of, oh, it's pretty drum traps for mana. So it happens when you play the deck too much and you're used to already playing Ornithopters or Memnite on turn 1 with your Springleaf Drum and having mana. But let's see what our opponent has. I don't think they'll have anything. But hey, I've been wrong before. We'll see. I mean, even this, the 2 damage, despite the fact we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 artifacts, you know, to turn on Metalcraft, only need 3. Not sure what my opponent's waiting on. Maybe upset because we pulled this game out that we should not have won. Who knows? Who knows? Not I. But while we're waiting, we can look at our sideboard here. So we're probably going to want to bring in Edge Champion if I had to guess. Probably Edge Champion. Oh, they had the Solitude. Interesting. Okay, so they're going to gain 4 life. That's what they were waiting on. Okay, game's not over. Although that does help us a lot that they're doing that. Because it still puts them to 2. They definitely should have hit our Ornithopter then. Not sure why my opponent did not do that. Maybe they thought they just had the free win. No idea. So, yep, Equipping Sword Fighter, nice, not surprising. Means they'll probably be shooting my Thought Monitor because that's only 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They can do max. Actually, they can't shoot that because I'll just Welding Jar and keep it alive. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, and they're going to kill me still. Alright, well. Spoke too soon, did not think about the Solitude. I never think that card exists for some reason, despite losing to it numerous times. Alright, like I was saying then, for the sideboard, I think we want Edge Champion for obvious reasons. And some number of wear and tears. I'll probably trim a Welding Jar because most of their removal is exile, so that's not going to be useful to us. So probably trim, probably trim one of them. Probably trim a Galv Blast because they have the Giver runes to protect them. Trim. Probably trim one thought cast and a Memnite, I think. I don't know, I'm trying to figure out how much I really want that Pith and Needle. Yeah, it hits some of their cards. It hits a lot of their cards actually. We want the Pith and Needle. Yeah, probably trim a Memnite. This way we can have answers. This being able to be untouched is always good. Alright, let's try to play a little bit better this game. Alright, this hand doesn't really do anything. We have 4 lands. We have 1 redraw. I'm gonna mulligan. This hand doesn't do anything either because costs 2. We need to get that second mana. So we're gonna go ahead and mulligan. We'll go to 5. At 5, we probably keep this just to have a hand. We'll put that back. Probably put back Thought Monitor because we don't have any blue sources yet. Go Ornithopter, Ink Moth, Bobble, and then yield through this turn, and then on their upkeep we'll bobble. Get some information going. Alright, they drew a Plains. Very, very insightful. You think they played the Plains yet? Oh, they played the Plains. They saw the line, guys. No turn 1 plays though. Always nice to see. See what we can draw with our Bobble here. Wait, no plating. Well, that's a good one. That pumps our guys. Send a message. We're not afraid. Then let's see what they have for their turn 2. I imagine the deck that plays all 2 drops has something. Sony Silent, alright. Well, let's see if we can draw something. That's why we brought in Wear Terror. So if we can get Glimmer Void or Spiral of Industry, we can pull this game out. See what they have. I hope it's another Sony Silence that's to shut us down more. It is not, it's a Stone Forest Mystic. Alright. Let's see what they have. Getting Sword of Fire and Ice. And a Giver. Must have just drawn a Giver then. Alright, play another Ornithopter. This game is probably just about over. Although they got the Sword of Fire and Ice, they can't equip it. So we're not really like in any trouble. We just can't do anything. What if our opponent doesn't realize that? Let's see if they go for it, but they go 4th land, put Sword of Fire and Ice into play. Definitely should have gotten a living weapon. Equipment, either Banner Skull or Cauldra. They could have started beating down, taking me out of this game pretty fast, but... Alright. Cut me on my legs even more. Cast the Bauble we can't activate. This is the biggest problem with Sony Silence, honestly. See what they're doing. They're going to attack for 2. We'll take 2. Not really a big deal. I think they realized their mistake when they got Sword of Iron Ice, because they have not put it into play. Thalia. Alright, and another Giver. I can't even cast that because it costs 3 for 1 and that doesn't have for mana. Alright, I'm just going to call this at this point. Alright, misplayed game 1, terrible game 2 because we forgot about Sony Silence being a card. We did board in to stop it, but can't beat it when you have to mulligan to 5. Not all the time at least. But stay tuned, we'll be up round 2 up here in just a second. Alright guys, we are back for round 2. We are on the play again. Let's see if we can keep a better opening hand than last time. Okay, yeah, this hand does not do anything, so we will mulligan it. It is close though, because we have 1, 2, this is like another land or something maybe, but we're going to mulligan go to 6. Alright, 0 lands, so we're definitely not going to keep. Although if we did have 1 land, we'd be able to play Frogmite on turn 1 with Shadow Spear. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. Play that. Pretty nice, but we're going to have to go to 5, it looks like. Alright, we're going to keep our 5-card hand. Put back the Welding Jar and one of the Ink Moths. We're going to go Citadel, Springleaf Drum, Mox Opal. Our opponent kept 7 because they were probably playing a fair Magic deck and actually has spells and such, not just trying to dump their hand on turn 1. Let's see what we're playing against. Noble Hierarch. Alright, well if I had to guess, we're playing against Infect. It's the only deck I know that's still playing Noble Hierarch these days. Hopefully they're playing at least 6 Nobles. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna guess Infect. Either Infect or Bant Spirits is my guess actually, because I forgot about Bant Spirits being a deck. Alright, what we get off our 2 draws here? Ornithopter, Galvanic Blast, not the worst. So that being said, I'm probably going to go, I'm just going to go Urza Saga, play Ornithopter, heal through this turn. Keep our Galvanic Blast up just in case they do something. Oh, this is the turn. We'll find out what they are. Another noble. Okay. They're a noble deck, guys. Ah, there it is. Glistener Elf. Okay, so I was right. It is, looks like blue-green infect. The traditional one. So we're going to go ahead and knock that gentleman out. There's a Saga, goes up to 2. Cast a Bulb. Cast our own Inkmoth. Then just yield through this turn. Yeah. And their upkeep. We'll bobble them, see what they're drawing. Finds a Vastwood, not an infect creature, so good thing there. Hey, they are playing the Noble. Nice. Oh, they have another Glistener Elf. Okay. Alright, end of turn, we are going to make a construct. And let's draw. Let's make another construct. And let's see here. Probably would get Aether Spellbob here, because that allows us to do some trickery. They have 4 cards in hand, so we're probably just going to go for a 6/6 attacker. Then we'll be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hey, I don't know if you guys watched what Modern Infect got from, excuse me, from Modern Horizons 2. I don't know why I can think that, but I did say Suspense to be played in this deck, and look at how good this is. It is blowing out my construct. That being said, though, we're going to use this time to return Glistener Elf to its owner's hand. Buys us some time. Yeah, our guy dies still, but I did call this. I did say Suspense to be in blue-green infected here. My opponent is playing it. Always good to be validated. Oh, they found their second land, since that was their draw for turn. They're going to play another Glistener Elf. Yep, we know they still have vines in hand to protect, but we're just trying to buy ourselves time. And we're down to what? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 artifacts. 5. We draw a land. Oh, that's another good one. So cast Memnite. Cast Shadow Spear. Tap Memnite for a blue. Draw 2 new cards. What we got? Blockers for days. That's what I heard. Blockers for days? Get in there for 9. See what happens here. Alright, our opponent says, like, I've had enough. You have too many blockers. One of the drawbacks of Glistener Elf, folks. Alright, let's go to the side. Oh my god, they just straight up quit. Okay, I thought we were going to go to a round 2. Well, I guess just for reference here, with their type of deck, I would have brought in the Aethergid and the Galvanic Blast. And we probably would have trimmed on the 2 welding jars because they're not attacking us, so we would have been -2 jars, and probably just trimmed on either probably like a Thoughtcast or maybe an Ornithopter Or actually, sure not Memnite, probably. And that's what I went to sideboard for, but I will see you guys in round 3. Alright guys, we are back for round 3, and we did lose the die roll, but this hand does not look too shabby at all. Probably going to lead off with Mr. Bobble and Silver Bluff Bridge. That puts us at 2. Next turn we can go this, Spring Leaf Drum, Gingerbread Tap, draw 2. Keep it going. And we'll yield till their end step, see what our opponent's on. Surprisingly, a big lack of Luris companions. Kind of surprised by that. Someone bought a secret lair, looks like. Alright, Island go. Gonna hang on to the Bobble for now just so it can yield better outcomes. Alright, looks like we're playing blue-white control. I'm gonna go ahead and play Urza Saga here then. Play the Ginger Brew. Play a Spring Leaf Drum. I'm sure they have a counter spell. So what is that? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, right. Oh, no. Forget about our dual lands. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just go for it. They have the counter spell. What's they most likely have? It gets countered, but yep, there it is. That's fine. Because next turn I'm gonna want to just. Oh, I should have cracked Bobble on that turn. Oh well. We'll do it end step. But next turn we're just gonna want to make a guy anyway. So there's not really. Oh, it's Esper. Before I forget, let's Bobble them. Drawing a Hollow Fountain. Okay, nothing interesting there. So play our land. We're super far from that, right? 4, yeah. And we're just gonna go ahead and get in there for 1. No reason to really do anything else. Draw 2. Yep, I'm gonna draw 2 cards. Okay, so they have the Hollow Fountain and Unknown, or Hollow Fountain and 5 unknowns. I'm going to back up to 7. Not really too worried, to be honest. So, they try to shock the Hollow Fountain. Going for the opt. Okay. Opt. They like the card with opt, so it's going to keep going. They're not going to do anything. And in turn, it's going to make a construct. 4/4, big boy. Alright, with that trigger on the stack, go ahead and make another construct. I'm going to get a welding jar here. And I'm going to do this one now just because I want to make sure they're not going to like kill my construct or make me pop my welding jar type thing. Okay, just add the counterspell. Well, we'll attack for 7 then. Put them down to 10. Alright, see what they got here. Mystic Gate, 5th land. Fatal Push. I'm going to let that happen because I think they might have a board wipe in hand. Alright, nope, no ward wipe. Alright, we're gonna go to combat. Attack for 6. See what they got. Alright, they got a 1-1. Go ahead and draw 2 more cards. Cast an Ornithopter. We will play a Springleaf Drum and play a Cardinal Plating and yield through my turn. Alright. Let's see what they got. They're going to play a land, 3 cards in hand. Excuse me, sorry about that, folks. Oh, terrible sneeze. Alright. Alright, let's equip the Ornithopter. Cast Mr. Bubble. Alright, cool. So we're going to tap for a black. For black, let that resolve. Move that over here. Put them to 9 infect then. Look, I know we said we weren't playing infect, but old habits die hard. Alright, let's see what my opponent shocks in the Watery Grave. Alright, we see you, opponent. Beaten in for 2. The Rebel. Let's go ahead and look at their top card. We said it was on their upkeep. Sudden Edict. Good to know about. At least for future games. We'll at least be playing game 2 if nothing else. Okay. Helps me pay the mana. Tap here. So I go to beginning of combat. So they need to have 2 removal spells. Misplayed that one. Good to know. Okay, so we're going to sacrifice our Ink Moth because this is valuable. And we'll cast this. And pass turn. So they have 2 unknown cards now. They'll have 2 unknown cards. And they still need to continuously answer 2 threats a turn. Alright. Activate. Cryptic. Snapcaster Mage Cryptic. Okay. It's a good last card. So this is what I was trying to do last turn. So they'll still get to block, but well, they'll have to block. But they are running on basically nothing at this point. 2 cards in hand. Again, have to answer our creatures continuously. One of them was a land, so that's not really that good. Got an island. Jace. Teferi. Alright. Teferi is a good one. Imagine they're going to put... Yep. Kind of what I figured. So 0 cards in hand, so we're going to win this next turn. Play land. Play Aether Spellbomb. Bounce our creature to its owner's hand. Activate our Ink Moth. Attack our opponent. Put him with an Infect. I know we said we weren't playing Infect, but we're still going to get the one with Infect. And... game. Alright, that was a grindy matchup, am I right? Okay. So, Wear and Tear is coming in. For obvious reasons. I have a lot of cards I want to bring in for this matchup, honestly. Welding Jar seems good here as well. I like cutting Thought Monitor. It's a great card, but it's so slow a lot of times. Ether Spellbomb was good that game, but I don't know how good it's honestly going to be. Pithing Needle seems great. We'll cut the Receises. Mirror Receises for now. 2 more cards to cut. Gonna switch that around. Probably Shadow Spear. I don't think I'm gonna really need that one. And we'll cut one of our low drops. We'll cut one Cavity Glass actually instead. And we'll run it back like this. Alright, so we're gonna be on the play for this one, obviously. Excuse me, a little bit different. See what our opening hand is. See if we get to keep it opening 7. It is a little slow. I do think this is going to be a slower game. They're going to be on the play, so they're going to have the counter spell for that. I think I'm going to mulligan 4 to 6. We have to mulligan to 5, should have kept the 7. I keep this. Gonna put back Nettle Assist and Dark Slicks though. We'll go. They put us on. Oh no. Dummy. Upkeep, stop on them. Alright, opponent wants to shock to hold up the push. It appeared. Cast a Midnight. Cast an Ornithopter. Cast a Springleaf Drum. Heal through the turn. Push him. Push him real good. Wow. Interesting. Push the Ornithopter. Interesting. Okay, so my opponent's holding up Counterspell, more than likely. Lead off with a Bobble, because I can't imagine they're going to want to counter the Bobble. They did not. Deal through this turn. Ooh. Attack for 1 first. Get the little bit of damage in we can. Chip him. Chip him, Midnight, chip him. Opponent hasn't hopped. Let's see what they're going to be doing with that hopped. Put it on the bottom. What you got going on over there, opponent? Island. Alright, super valuable information. Let's see if they play the island. Opponent saw the line. Damn. They saw the line, guys. Alright, let's see what we're going to be drawing here. Trying to think here, so we could play Years of Saga and have a guaranteed way to activate it. I think I want a guaranteed way to activate it both times. And this way it lets me attack it for 1. Get a little bit of chip damage in there. Opponent's probably going to draw 2 end turn. Nope, no draw 2. That's good for us. Flecting Pool, okay. No white mana over there, notably. Okay. So I think think it's gonna tap for mana. And I think here I get Pithing Needle. I'm gonna name Hero Dominaria. I think that's the way we really lose this game, is they get the white mana for Hero. Play a Cranium, or play a Frogmite. Play a Steel Leaf Drum. Looks like a Cryptic. Well, might as well make another contract while I can. This way we can guarantee to make a contract. And hope he doesn't have a board white, but he doesn't have double white. He has double black though, so Damnation is a possibility. Alright, opponent just passes. It's good for us. So I'll make another contract and get a welding jar. Attack for lethal. Opponent got me good. Opponent got me good. Alright. Not out of this game, it would appear. See what my opponent has then. Yeah, obviously, I'm gonna guess they drew into that because I don't think he would waste a Cryptic early on. Well, maybe because they were trying to get the all the tokens. All right, no land, so 6 spells from my opponent over there. Going to attempt Steel Leaf Drum. Or Spring Leaf Drum, not Steel Leaf. Play another one. Play a Frogmite. Cancel that, I suppose. We'll play a Pithing Needle then. Oh, that's what he counters. Interesting. So he does not want Hero Dominaria claimed. Okay. So that was a good call. My guess is that he's sitting on one in hand waiting for his white mana. Opponent found white mana. And we're going to see a Hero Dominaria if I ever saw one before. Land would be mighty useful right now. Really, opponent decides not to do anything? Seems wrong. See what we draw here. Go for Thoughtcast. See if they have a counterspell. No counterspell. Don't really want to attack. I want to be able to counter whatever they're holding over there. They got it. See what they have. Plate Island. See if they have a Spell Pierce. Is that what they were waiting to hold up? No idea. Probably. Okay. But I knew they had the Teferi here Dominaria. That's the only reason why they countered the Pithino when it came back down. Cool, that's a good draw. Tap for a blue, let's draw some cards. Let's draw some more cards. We are outdrawing our control opponent. Let's go ahead and get our cranial plating down. Check for 2, or 3, sorry, math's hard. 2 plus 1 is 3, put them to 12. Chip damage in. Now we have a cranial plating, that's actually a good card. See what they got. Shock themselves, interesting. Two mana Hercules Recall. Don't Hercules Recall me, bro. Wow. Prismatic Ending. Yep, that's annoying. It's alright. We got our army of 5 damage. We can get them. Alright, well, let's get in there. You got it. Three mana. Deal 4 to you. Block one of the 2/2s, die to another 4. Blast for the win. Ooh, just chipping down our opponent there. So we did sideboard in what seemed to be correct. I know we didn't see any of our sideboard that we brought in, but I do think that there is an argument to bring in the other Pithing Needle. I also wasn't really sure what to cut there, so left one in. Wanted to see if they had more Planeswalkers than we thought. Alright, but we did win that one, putting us 2-1. Let's see if we can win our 4th match. We'll be back in just a second with it. Alright, we are back for round 4. We are going to be on the draw again. Let's see what our opening hand looks like. Not the best. I'm gonna go ahead and mulligan it. This hand that kind of mulligans halfway decently overall. Opponent's mulligan is 6 already. I'm going to try to keep this. Put back one of the catalysts. See what our opponent is on. No companion again. No, maybe it's... No, the Rakdos deck plays some kind of red deck. So we'll go Memnite. Go Memnite pass. See what our opponent's going to be doing with Darcy. See if they can activate Delirium on turn 2. There we have land. Let's need artifact. Just need 3 more. We'll probably have a bobble. Knowing how our opponents are. Or really anyone who plays Darcy. Every time I see Darcy, I always see her be activated on turn 2 or turn 1. At least it feels like it. Well, I guess not turn 1. Turn 2 usually. Lava Dart. Alright, that's not good for us. Kept the card on top. Well, we really wanted that Memnite to live. I didn't think they would kill it. Not gonna lie. Playing Urza Saga. And just pass the turn, I guess. Guess we should have kept the Memnite in hand so I could play the Frogmite on turn 2. Manamorphose. I wonder if this is either maybe the mono red deck, the mono red Phoenix deck, or just regular blue green, or blue red, blue red prowess. Ooh, they got a blue. It's probably blue red prowess. Yep, there's Stormwing Entity. Since we're not long for this world. Edge Champion, really. Excuse me. Sorry about that, folks. Edge Champion's really pretty good. Galvanic Blast, maybe Metallic Rebuke on play. Alright, that's a good draw. If only for the fact that we don't have to now worry about Urza Saga being a 1-1. Or this construct being a 1-1. Yeah, not popping Bobble right now. Oh, well, it's not looking good for us, folks. Not at all. Stress of Iteration. Broken Magic card. You heard it here last, folks. Broken card. Not broken. It's just super powerful, but, you know, so is Darcy. Stormwing Entity. That is honestly the weakest link right now on his field. Or our opponent's field, I should say. Could be a female. Don't want to assume. See what they're doing with Expressive Iteration. Looks like they put Spider Puff into the graveyard from that. Probably exile the Steam Vents. Yield to Unsub. I'm not really sure why I haven't done that yet. Not gonna lie. I guess turn off auto yields. Instead of the attack, we might want to make a token because it's a 2/2. 3 cards in the graveyard and a creature. Okay. See if they dumbly attack with Darcy. Are we gonna get a free kill? Nope, okay. Nope, just taking 5 to the face. I'm going to make another construct here. I'm going to get a springleaf drum. I'm going to play Bemnite. Thoughtcast. Nice. Flood the board. And attack for half on your opponent's life total. Seems pretty solid. Alright, let's see if we die. Let's go ahead and bubble them, see what they're drawing. They're drawing a bubble. Okay, so Darcy's turned on. So that's 3, 6, 7, 8, just off the top. 9, 10. Alright, we are not looking good, folks. Yeah, as far as I can tell, we're already at dead. So, not looking good. I will say that we pulled back pretty hard for a really slow start. Yep, there's the Mr. Bubble. So we're looking at 8 damage right now. 9, 10. With okay, lightning bolt kills us. Yep, that. That's 6, 9. Maybe they forget about lava dart. Nope, they saw lava dart. Yeah, so we're just dead here because Darcy got turned on. If we could have faded Darcy being turned on for one more turn, we could have got there. Okay, my opponent saw the line to attack with both creatures. Okay, let's go to sideboard here. What as champion? You want to cut Pissing Needle. I want Gallblast. And I think some number of Metallic Rebukes. Trim 1/1 on those. Trim a Memnite. And probably a Ginger Brute. And I think that's it. I think we'll be okay without that right now. So let's go ahead and be on the play. 1 land, and this is a great hand, so we'll have to mulligan it. Alright, guess we're going to 5 with 0 lands. Go to 4. Keep this. Alright, so we're probably going to lose because we had a mulligan of 4. Not easily that likely to mulligan a 4 with this deck. 3 hands and no lands. There's an argument that you could maybe keep them, but that's a great way just to lose automatically. So unfortunate showing against Blue-Red Prowess. I mean, maybe we can pull it out, but we'll see. We'll see. And see what happens next. I think I'm going to pop the Aether Spellbomb just to draw a card, just to kind of get deeper into my deck and try to Maybe make this playable still. Zero visions, yeah. It's almost like pre-ordering. Almost. Kept the card on top. Apologize for the yawns here, folks. But might as well block. It's a free block. And yeah, I'm going to sacrifice this just so I can... There we go. It's a land. At least we're not doing too terrible. We have Gal Blast, so I'll probably get yeah, Drum here with Urza Saga. Yeah, I can't stop that. Well, Darcy's turned on. Oh, I guess I could Welding Jar. That was stupid. I don't know if I really wanted to, honestly. Okay. Not sure why they're doing this now, but sure. They do I can still block and like protect, right? I'm gonna keep my little guy alive. So apart from Braids, not too surprising. So we're gonna take 7. Doesn't feel great. Ooh, Welding Jar, nice draw. So I'm gonna tap, make another construct, get a Springleaf Drum, cast a Welding Jar, I'd like to kill that now. Then I'm going to attack for 5 because we are not going to win this game by sitting back on our heels. So I know we get opened up for an attack, but them not being able to filter their draws, hopefully we can be okay. Turn off auto yields, can't do that. I gotta protect my 5/5s or 4/4s. Splash of Iteration. Such a powerful card. They haven't played their land yet this turn either, so that's a little scary. Still start pages enter the exile zone. Bobble. 4, 7. Oh, now Lava Dart. Jesus Christ. Alright. Turns out you can't mulligan to 4 against them. Still put back a pretty good offense though against them. So we're 2-2. Let's see if we can finish out the league with a win. We'll be right back here in a second. Alright, we have lost the die roll for our last game of this league. So hoping we could win it, but oh well, oh well. Let's see what we're going to be up against. And opening hand is a little sluggish. We can go Ornithopter, Gingerbread Brute. So what, 1, 2. Yeah, it just seems too slow. ahead and mulligan that. This hand also seems pretty bad. I'm gonna go 5. Should have just kept 7. Go to 4. Well, we're gonna keep this no matter what. 1, 2, 3. At least we're on the draw, right? Okay, well, we're gonna try to battle through this. Not the best. Probably should have kept the 7, I guess. 6 didn't look good. 5 had no lands at all. We're gonna get dominated and destroyed. Opponent is on Luris. Oh, hammer time. Okay. Thinking about just scooping it up now. There's no way we can come back from this, I don't think. I will give it one more turn with Urza Saga, see if we can draw something. See if my opponent just straight up kills me. We'll find out, right? See what my opponent has. There's the hammer. Taking 11. Those are damages. Get a midnight. Well, we are just dead. See if our opponent sees the line. It's not complicated. They have seen the line. Okay. Oh shit, that time. Might have been able to still be in that game, but that was not our best. Got 1 and 1. Probably kind of the top monitor. Alright, let's try to try not to mulligan the 4 again. Be able to play. Let the mulliganing begin. We will keep this. Put back Shadow Spear. Cast Bobble. Cast Midnight. Cast Ink Moth. Heal through the turn. I'm going to keep Bobble around for another turn. See if our opponent has a turn 1. Coral. Still right. What do we got for a draw? We're gonna get in there. We're gonna get in there with 1 with Midnight. Get a little poke damage in. I don't think he's gonna block. Hey, big shots all around. Then we're gonna pop this on his upkeep. Sacred Foundry, okay. Nothing too crazy then. I'll probably play the Sacred Foundry if I had to guess. Yep. He's got a hammer. He's got another hammer. Alright, if we can get a colored source of mana here, we'll be able to kill his only creature. Get 2 draws. That's not it. That's not it either. Okay, well I'm going to keep my creatures back then. Just in case. See what my opponent has. Opponent's thinking. Sunbaked Canyon. It's a little hot over there, I believe. Oh. But I do feel kind of stupid. We prematurely scooped. I forgot that when you make something pro colorless, it loses the equipment attached to it. I think my opponent forgot that too, so a little bad. Alright, Stoneforge Mystic. See what they're going to get. Shadow Spear. Makes sense. Casting Shadow Spear. See if we're just dead here. Because they can equip the Shadow Spear and yeah, so they equip the Shadow Spear and can equip Colossal Hammer. That gives them 10, 11, 12, 22 points of trampling damage. Which I think if we double block, we might be okay, because that's what, 10, 11, 12, so 12. Now, because 9 and 12 is still over 20. I don't think my opponent has it, though. Otherwise, I think they just went for it. We are 1 colored land, untapped colored land, or drum in this. Okay, that's part of it. There's no reason to block, because if they have it, they have it. We're dead either way. Okay, they did not have it. That's nice. Heat. See if my opponent will block with Stoneforge. Get an extra point of damage in there. This is where we find out we're just dead. Wear tear. Now that's a good one. Although we have the welding jar to protect us, I guess it's not that good. Oh, okay, and we're dead. Well, that's a little disappointing. We were dead either way, we just were trying to get 12 and 12, 24, so nothing we can do about that. Alright, so overall 2 and 2, not too amazing. I do think this deck has legs, and I think it is good overall. I think Maul getting to 4 a couple times is not really that great. But I do really like the Affinity decks. I think that they are interesting overall. Go ahead and move these back over since we were talking about how it is sideboarded against Infect, since they just straight up scoop to us. It's kind of surprising to see, honestly. But like I said, I do think overall it's a decent deck. I think there's a lot of fun and play to have around with it. I don't think this is going to be, tier 1, god tier, just smashing everything, but I think it's interesting to see what's going on with it. I think there's a lot of different variants and things you can try out with this deck. This was just kind of built low to the ground and meant to be able to cast your spells and such as soon as you get them, but we had some ups and downs. I do think this deck is good overall, though, and if you guys have any questions or comments for me about the deck or what you liked or didn't like about the deck, let me know. Otherwise, I will see you next time.